Good morning, good night, everybody. How's everybody doing? Yeah, it's good to hear that you guys are doing good. So, I've been taking a lot of time to just carry on with everything. Um, so this one's about the mind, and this one's about what the circumstances are and why we have certain memories. So let's get into it. If you guys are new here, welcome in, and don't forget, we'll see you guys at the end of the next one. Um, So attractions can end up changing the long term, can lose track of your mind. You can end up going through like drinking, drug use, whatever. And there's a lot of things that are going to be different. Changing your brain, changing the focus, changing the habits are going to help you. The plus line to this is because it's so early and because it's so late, there's going to be a lot of complications for a lot of people. So let's circle down a little bit. This video should be very quick. Um, that's how it is. So when your brain is functioning a lot faster, like everybody else's is, it's because there's a function and there's something that you're ready to do this. The changing in your brain can function. So what your emotions can say, what your memories say, what your habits say, can depending on who you are as a person. And because I'm saying this stuff, it's because there's a lot of challenges that we're all facing. The emotion side to changing this is whatever you put in your life. So if you put good people in your life, you're going to get good things out. You put bad people in your life, it's going to make bad habits. And before you know it, it could even be that you're something triggers your brain as a female or male because of severities of being sexually raped or molested or a bunch of other things. Things why I'm trying to end up changing on this, you can end up feeling hopeless, you can feel guilty, you can feel sick, you can feel traumatized, you can feel stuck, anxious. All of these are just different synonyms for different words. That's all it is. It's the same meaning, and identifying to that can relate to what you end up doing is going to make you either traumatized or it's going to make you release certain motives and actions. Why is this going on in my brain? Well, my brain is going to function much different when you start talking a bunch of nonsense. Things are going to change in the person's mind, the emotions are going to be very like on edge. You're going to end up not knowing exactly if you're complications or if you're confused. You might even have bad relationships, bad experiences with people in your life that we do not know how to deal with. The emotion side on this is I'm just looking at it. So when it comes to an adult, with their emotions are going to be different than a kid or a child. The situations, the circumstances are different, right? So then let's go down to the next one. However, why do I end up having this pressured? What is the purpose of this life? What is the purpose of smoking your way? Like smoking? What's the purpose of it? Is it supposed to make you chill? Is it supposed to make you happy? What exactly in the next 30s and 39 children can end up in the hospital by the time that they're turned 5 years old? They can also go to group homes. They can also go to groups to end up satisfying emotions. The difference about complications for a person's mind or brain is going to be the physical part of someone's brain. So this is it. These are the different ones. Forever, friends, long-term, emotions, so overstepping bounds. If you do this for very long, people are going to change their habits. The next one is what are the 5 symptoms of mental illness or struggling? We can work on that in the next one. Um, which is going to be coming soon. I'm just trying to navigate what I'm facing every single hour of the day. The challenges to your brain are going to feel angry, exhausted, anxiety, or mood changes can happen for anybody. It doesn't matter what person, just pick somebody and eventually you'll figure out what their issue is just by their speaking. The reasons why you push friends away. Now let's go to this. Stop talking and taking care of everything. Bad habits are going to lead to problems, and good habits are going to lead to complications. So if you have a good side, you say, yeah, cool, this is funny, but really there's something different about it. It's going to mess up. The last one that we're going to be working on, and these are just examples that people have said everywhere. What are the difference between mental illness and emotions? Well, we can talk about the emotional side every single time because what we feel is not going to be what we say. So that's the emotional side. If you say you want to be happy, but then you become sad, that's not, the emotions are not physically there. What are the reasons why somebody ends up making false accusations? People make accusations because of their health, declining, mood swings, mood feeling changes, the circumstances. Does child trauma recuperate in your brain after you've been traumatized? Children that are traumatized, physically, illness, whatever, can end up having severity, like scars from traumatizing, figuring out if this is going to help us. And when I say scars, I'm saying scars are going to stick. So if somebody screams at us for a very long time, that's what's going to stick to you, and that's what you become. So if you put a good action out there and you say, you know what, I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be sad, I don't want to be disappointed, then you have goals in your life. I've been traumatized and I'm not sure where I fit in at sometimes. It's okay to actually admit that you need help. It's okay to say, I have this addiction. It's okay to go out of your way and talk to a grown-up or somebody that you trust. Sometimes it's going to be very difficult who you're going to be able to trust. And sometimes there's going to be a team of workers that are going to be able to save you or protect you in one way or another. Almost a year ago, I left therapy not knowing what was going to happen. But the one question was, am I going to be able to leave here? Like, am I going to be able to go home? Am I going to be able to go to sleep? Am I going to be able to wake up? Am I going to be able to eat food? And all of these thoughts are coming. But from this year, I haven't been in therapy since September 13th, which was the last time I used alcohol, drugs, and stuff to try to pull down my weight. And on the bright side of all that, yes, it helped for a meantime, but it started making me scared because there's a certain highness to a person. You have to be at this certain level every single day, or you're going to end up freaking out and running around. I don't know what's happened the last 5 days other than I've been buying all sorts of nicotine things thinking it's going to help me. So on the bright side of all that, I want you to just realize that we're all in this together. And something one of my close friends have said in the past is, it's you against the whole world. Okay, so that's how it's going to be for everybody. Yeah, you can say, oh, well, my mother or father or family member is here for me. But if they don't know the situation, they can't help anybody. It's different from saying, yeah, I have this and that's what's it. But if you don't go into detail on this or that, then people are going to think I'm crazy, or people are going to think that person is crazy because we're not really communicating, right? If you feel helpless because of the future, but you know the future already, and that's going to hold for you. Sometimes I don't think I'm ever going to make it. Other times I know I'm going to make it because it's happened before. And that's why I stopped doing drugs since that. That's why I stopped watching porn, because it's a bad habit. Once you get into that habit, you're going to probably most likely end up in a prison cell, sitting there, regretting your issues. Or if you don't, you're going to put on a smile for everybody. Like people that are in the world today, they're putting on a smile because they're in court. But should I still feel hurt? Sometimes people are going to say that they love you. Sometimes people are going to say that they're there for you. But is really anybody there for you? Like, I know family members can be there for you, but if, like I said, if they do not understand the situation, you cannot enjoy love if you're going to end up using the enjoyment. If you don't enjoy stuff, you can't say I'm going to be in the NBA tomorrow and sit on the couch and eat burgers or Cheetos all day or Doritos, but it doesn't mean you can't work there. It doesn't mean you can't work to the NFL. It doesn't mean you can't do this stuff. Whatever you put your mind to. So if you put it to nicotine and vaping and smoking and stuff, then that's what I'm going to be stuck on. If I put it towards drugs, then that's what I'm going to sit on. If I end up saying I want to sleep all the time and people are saying why I'm depressed and I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that and these bad memories are coming up because of this situation or this person or traumatizing, I can't say for sure what's going to happen. On the bright side of all this, you can feel down, depressed, concerned, hopeless of the future, hopeless about friends, hopeless about fearing. Sometimes we worry over the most simple things, over if we're going to end up eating dinner, or if we're going to take a shower, or if we're going to be able to walk to the store or go to the movies without anybody jumping on our case and telling us that we deserve to be guilty and feeling guilty. I've been feeling guilty for some time. And, after I'm doing drugs, I got off of it. I felt like, yeah, this is not where I want to be anymore. So what do? I have all these devices, but I have a brain. There's a difference. Choices that are memories are going to end up changing your minds, highs or lows. Changing your minds, changing the habits, changing the focus off of you into somebody else could actually impact the change that, yeah, when the last time I'm in therapy, back in before September, it's like, you know what? I didn't care. I was there to talk about me, and that's what therapists are there for, is to talk about you. But they also have their issues. They also need a pill or a purple pill or something to just kind of, this is what's going to help. This is what's going to get rid of highness. This is what's going to get rid of your addictions. No, there's something else there. Is crying when you are traumatized or reporting, is that okay to end up fearing being high or disappointed knowing that every single moment's gonna be a different day? It's okay to cry when you're angry. It's not okay to react to somebody because maybe may not understand the situation as much as they do. How do I approach and change my brain? Well, go get some food. Step one there during the day. Step one is to go and tell your therapist. Number two is to never go out of your way. Number three is to never jump on somebody and accuse them with violence. Like, There's people that have left me, but do I count them as friends? Or do I count them as acquaintances? Do I count them as family? What am I supposed to do if all I do is sit here with all my shame and still never come up? I don't want to be traumatized. Then I refuse to do treatment. If I go to a therapy session and say, you know what, I'm 100% depressed, and they ask why you're depressed, it's because they're taking a focus on you because they're a total stranger to me. They're taking the focus on why do you feel hopeless, right? I've told my doctor past tense recently, whenever that was, way before September, I told her I was depressed. I told her that I was down. I haven't told her that I was traumatized, but I've told her a few good points, because people are going to have choices, and the choices are going to make me. If I don't want to focus on the positive now, should that mean I should run my mouth on somebody? I've also been told that I talk too much. I've also been told that I shouldn't be going anywhere. I should be told just to sit in a dark room and be fine, when really the depression is in the darkness. It's the worst case scenario. I'm not going to talk about certain subjects, but you can also say, is it okay to talk about being a narcissist and still, because the focus is on the person, right? The doctor is asking me if I need more pills, but she just gives them to me no matter what I do. I told her I can't take any more pills the last time I'm there, and then she calls me last Friday and wanted to talk to me about the pills. I'm not going to do that. She calls me after I told her, no, I don't want these. So she gives me a wrong pill that gives me all sorts of symptoms that I don't want to be clueless, right? There's people that are saying, I want to be chill, but I still have PTSD, or I still have this. Everything must be perfect for that person. Some people are going to say it's okay. You're not hopeless. You don't need to be. Everything needs to be in a certain order. Now, maybe that's how they were raised, and that's why they have taken this role, or this physical, emotional side, because everything needs to be a certain way. There's issues sleeping. There's issues when you take pills. You're numbing yourself. You want to say that this is helping you when it's not. You take so much time out of your day to say, you know what? I'm going to tell a doctor I have all this, and then they prescribe me something and I never take it. I don't need to take a pill if I already know it's doing is numbing me. It's numbing me to sleep. It's numbing me for the day. It's making me not tired. It's making me hopeless. Then maybe I shouldn't do anything about it. Why should I listen to my emotions when they're going to lie to me? My emotions lie to me. My emotions lie to anybody. It's just a matter of time of when you put two and two together. So, taking away from all these, is it okay to have certain symptoms? Is it okay to talk about certain sadnesses with people that truly love you? Yes or no? I wouldn't say yes, but that doesn't guarantee that they're going to be able to listen or focus on that. Right? I asked my family how church is because I want to make sure things are good. I don't go out of my way and say I want to take over the table like my older brother would. And now there's times that I have taken over the table, and there's other times I just shut up and I talk and I keep everything on the lowdown. That way, then I don't get in a fight, and that way I just sit and do anything. I don't need to do really anything. Traumatizing times are going to come. Difficult times, relationship emotions, feeling low, maybe feeling high, maybe feeling like you're confused. Sleep habits, maybe not being able to take a walk, maybe not being able to be serious, and there's a lot of questions. right? There's a lot of questions about who's real. I've been in relationships before, but I'm not going to tell people about it. Relationships were all about if they got, like, if they had, if they drink, that's it. If they drank beer or went to a bar, or if I was there just to try to make them happy, it doesn't change my situation. You can be at your lowest point and say, I still give up on everything, but people have not given up on me. That's the difference from me to anybody in this world. I'm willing to shift my focus on what is real and what is fake. When I shift it onto what is not real, I start doubting everything. I start sleeping on random times. I wake up, I stay up all night, whatever. There's going to be a lot of trauma. There's going to be a lot of scary parts. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, no, I don't need your guidance. What they want you to do is listen to them nonstop. And that's when I lose interest in somebody. When they talk about the same subject over and over, when they repeat themselves after the 17th time. 17 times is the time I'm going to give people, and if they mess it up, and out of that 17, it could be over a 5-year span. So I see them every so often or every 7 months. Yeah, eventually you're going to end up coming to the knowledge of, am I sleeping 138 hours a week? Am I taking my medicine like I should? Am I accepting that I don't need to smoke a cigarette in front of people? Yes, I don't need to smoke in front of people. There's times, I'm pretty sure, it's funny, family just wants to give me a head. They just want to slap me in the head. Don't do that. Or slap me in the face. Say, don't do that. That's not going to change a person. That's just showing that somebody has abuse in somebody else. The downside to all this, trauma is a very serious thing that people deal with. People deal with trauma in multiple different directions. Oh, everybody needs a pill for this and that. Oh, it's going to be a purple one? Okay, well, the purple one's going to make my tongue rainbow. Oh, it's going to make me a green? Okay, well, it's going to make my purple. It's going to make myself yellow or green or the rainbow color. Thinking that we know everything. I don't know everything. All I'm doing is living my life, and I'm acting like a child, and some people are like, that is not good. And other times people are like, that is delicious cotton candy. I don't know what's going on, but you've changed my whole life. If I choose to go on a hike every single day, I'm going to lose weight. If I choose to end up walking the streets at night, then I'm going to become a night owl. Like they say, nights never really sleep. But owls don't sleep at night. They watch, and just in case there is danger, they start flapping their wings a little bit. And if they need to, it's always because there's a predator that's nearby. Why do I have to do all this? Why do I have to change my focus off of me and start caring about people? That's why now I say, have a great day, or shake their hands and I walk off. Like, I don't want to stand there for 5 hours and talk to them. I don't want to shake their hand for 30 minutes thinking this is funny. It should be one shake within 3 or 4 seconds, whatever, 5 seconds, and release. There's a saying that I've been hearing, and I don't know what's true, right? Whatever you put out there, that's coming back to you. You put guilt out there, I'm going to get guilt back. I put love out there, I'm going to get love back. I want to start a relationship, but I push people away. That's going to come back. It's going to bite me. It's going to bite me in the ass. Like, seriously. Should I go out of my way and hurt someone? No. Should I take this pill? No. But people do. People are going to be people. I'm a person. You're a person. Everyone's a person. How long do I have to sit in an empty room thinking that I have everything I ever wanted, when nothing is going to help me. Nothing of this world is going to help me. I've tried just about everything you could ever try. And people are telling me, don't do this, don't smoke, don't do this. Well, I got addicted really old, really young, 17 years old. And now I'm going right back to where I was just 17 years old. But I'm not going to jail anymore. Because I make better decisions by not having a phone. I make better decisions by turning off my phone. I make better decisions by only making a video once a month. I only make good choices if people want to have Christmas with people and they like Hanukkah or whatever it might be. It's still good to end up joining in with that crowd of people. Why do I have to do this? What are the consequences if I don't do this? The consequences is time's going to go by like that. And there's no going back. There's no going back. Time is still progressing. And yes, my forehead is up there. I know. It's funny. I just thought I would show you guys this. This is what I got. If you guys are interested in stuff, this is just stuff that I went out of my way to buy at the store. I'm not selling it. Obviously, there's no way to sell this stuff because there's too much of it. But I'm going to show you guys. This is what I got. This is what I got. This is Salt Nick. It's the device. You put your juice in there. And then it clips on and that's it. This is a raspberry apple if you guys didn't get that. I don't recommend going out of your way to buy all sorts of vapes and stuff. Learn it from me, learn it from a friend, learn it from somebody. But I've had a long day, so I need to just go and focus. Everybody have a great day and stay proud of you guys. If you guys haven't heard that you guys are proud, I'm proud of you guys. See you.